All right, so today is the big day. We just received notice that our first group of chicks have arrived. So we are on the way right now to the post office just in our local town, just about 7 minutes down the road. And we're gonna go pick up our first group of birds, bring them back to the brooding house, and yeah, we'll take you along with us and show you how that all goes. So we'll see you when we go get them. Really bad if I dropped them. All right, so we got 4 boxes. So there's 3. I'm just gonna go get one more. All right, last box. Well, it sounds like they're all alive, which is a good sign. So yeah, this batch we've got right now is, well, I ordered 415, and then we're going to get another batch of 100 coming in next week, and those will be the self-processing group. So the one here that we have right now is USDA processing, so that's the batch of, like I said, 415. And then the one coming in next week is self-processing that we'll do on the farm. That's just going to be a batch of 100. So we're going to take them back now to the brooding house and get them settled into their new home for the next 3 weeks. So we'll see you there. Got my microphone. All right, here we go. All right. I guess put the first one here. All right, and we'll go get the rest. So we've got all of our birds in our brooding house. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unpack them all, and we're gonna have about roughly 100 in each section. So it'll be a total of 400 birds. We'll put 100 in 4 sections. And we've already got the food and the water and the heating all set up, so they should be fairly comfortable. So they're probably kind of a little pissed off right now and want to get out, so unload them and put them into their new home. Hello. All right, so let's see how many we got. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so we officially unpacked all the chicks. So we had 415 total arrive, just 2 dead on arrival, which is actually really good. That's one of the best results we've had in a long time for chicks coming in. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna observe them, make sure we're checking all the water heights, making sure they're the correct heights, just making sure that they're all moving okay, see if they're behaving like they're too cold or too hot. Yeah, we'll leave them to it in a little bit, and then we'll come back this evening and we'll check on them, and we'll say goodnight to them. So that's one of the riskiest times, is the first night. We just want to make sure that everything is perfect. And one thing we do try sometimes is, I don't know if we have enough of this, but there's this thing that we usually do. It's Avaplex. It's a immunity booster that this company sent us by it's called Betaflock, the company. We usually put that in their water on their arrival. It just helps their immunity from traveling. And we've noticed pretty good results with that, so we'll probably put a little splash of that in their water as well. But yeah, we'll check back on them in a little bit and keep you updated on it all. All right, so it's currently around 8 o'clock in the evening right now. So I'm just doing an evening check on the birds since they have arrived in our brooding house. And just a couple things I'm looking out for is the behavior of the chicks. You know, if are they all huddled around the heat lamp, or are they all spread out, laying down, you know, tired or overheating? Are they playing at all? Is the waters overflowing? Just kind of little details that will, you know, can affect things quite a bit if you just let them slip. And so I'm just trying to make sure that all the small details are kept as tight as possible. One thing we also have is a thermometer reader. I don't know if you can see it right now, but it says it's 74 degrees Fahrenheit with about 50% humidity. I'm not too focused right now on the humidity standpoint yet, just because they are little, but 74 degrees Fahrenheit in the entire building is good, because we have the 2 top heaters and then our heat lamps at the bottom, so it should be a nice comfortable 92, 91, 92 degrees Fahrenheit in the brooders for the chicks. And like I said, I can tell even without a thermometer, I could tell if they are too hot or too cold, because, you know, if they're too cold, they're gonna be all huddled around the heat lamps. If they're too hot, they might be really far spread out and just not moving at all. But one thing that can impact the birds a little bit is the lighting. So what we do the first 3 days of the chick's life in our brooding house is we leave all the lights on. So that way they kind of get acclimatized. Hang on, I have to sneeze. Bless me. So they have to get acclimatized to the lighting, and basically as they get older, we'll start turning the lights out just as they're about to go to bed, like right now. Ideally, you should have it dimmer, you know, just to mimic the sunlight, but we don't have that, so we're just gonna come in here once the sun starts going down, turn the lights off, and then come back in the morning as the sun rises and turn the lights back on, just to kind of get them used to that change. But as they're just here, we're going to leave the lights on, and plus leaving the lights on as long as you can those first 3 days, it means they're going to eat more because they think it's daylight for longer. But other than that, right now there really isn't a whole lot for me to do. I've checked everything, ticked all the boxes on our checklist to make sure that they're all good, and yeah, we'll just leave them to it. As long as all the conditions are well and they've got plenty of food, they've got plenty of water, they should be a-okay. And so we'll just check back with them tomorrow morning around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So again, thank you for watching this episode, and just don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along for our road to 3,400 birds, because we are just getting started.